Marriage is fantastic, guys. You get into a contract that only benefits the woman, and you make yourself liable to lose half or more of what you've worked so hard to build. You get to house someone who isn't obligated to give you what you signed up for in the marriage, meaning your wife doesn't have to do house chores or give you bedroom fun. You risk your wife cheating on you and having a kid for another man that you'll have to raise if you didn't know what she did. And no matter what you do, you are never appreciated by your wife, family, society, and in the family courts. So they call you a deadbeat and reward your wife for bad behavior. Doesn't that sound like a good deal? Sign me up. Marriage has to be one of, if not the dumbest decisions a man can make while living on this floating rock out in space. You literally do not benefit from being married as a man, and your wife holds all the power in the relationship. She literally has power over your finances, your kids, your decision-making, your place of employment, your happiness, peace, quiet, freedom, and most importantly, she is the sole monopoly of sex. So if she doesn't want to give you any sweet sugary walls, then you're screwed. All she has to say is she has a tummy ache, and you'll be forced to go and prana with the lotion in the pile of tissue. In my opinion, if you're a regular man in society and you're not a rich and successful man with leverage and options who can afford a divorce, then why the hell would you get married? It cannot be for peace leave because it has been proven statistically that men get fewer segs in marriages the longer the marriage prolongs, and highly likely you will end up in a dead bedroom or multiple dry spells. And the worst part is you still have to provide and house this broad while she doesn't have to give you what you want. And nothing is stopping her from giving what you are paying top dollars for free to another man. I don't know if some of you guys are aware that it is way cheaper to hire an escort, and guarantee you'll get what you want than to marry a woman and pay to not have sex. So I am really confused as to why in modern times, when men no longer have to marry a woman to have sex, they still rush women down the altar and make themselves sacrificial lambs for the family courts. Can someone please explain why men are getting married in 2022? I don't see how that is a win for a man. Even the super wealthy are out here getting divorced great and making women billionaires. Look at Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates. If they couldn't keep their wives in check, do you believe you'll be able to as a broke ninja? Guys, the reason for my rant is I stumbled across a story of a woman who violated her marriage and literally got pregnant for her husband's best friend. Tap the like button, guys. We are going to enjoy proving why men should not get married under any circumstance and try to save at least one man from the scammage institution. The title of this story is, I am pregnant for my husband's best friend. So gents, grab your snacks and let us hear how this married woman got pregnant by her husband's best friend. Let's get it. I am 28 and I am married with 3 children. 2 are for my husband, and since my husband and I are separated because he is studying abroad, I had another child for my lover. I got entangled with another man who was helping me. This man and my husband went to school together and were really good friends. When things were low with me, he would help me financially. I did not intend to have an affair with him because I know his girlfriend very well, and she did not suspect anything. Alright gents, so this woman, off the bat, is a cheating homewrecker. Damn. Look, guys, the first major red flag is the fact that as a married woman, she is taking money from another man to help support herself. A woman who has decent character would not take money from another man while she is in a relationship or married. So this woman is not wife material because she knows that taking money from men typically means he will want something in return. See, guys, women are not dumb. I'm always trying to let you guys know that they know what they are doing, and nothing they do is ever by accident. Trust me when I tell you that it's premeditated. If she was a good wife, she would have waited for her husband to get the money to help support her or asked a family member for help, not another man. She wanted the other man's company because it gave her an excuse to get close to him. That's all that it is. By the way, women don't care if another woman has the man she wants. She will still go after that man and bust up their relationship. You have to remember that women are selfish and most of them have no morals or honor, so always remember that. That is why you should never blindly trust women. Other women know that, and if you look at it, they hate each other. That's why women don't trust their men around other women. It's not that they don't trust the man. It is the other woman who they don't trust. Also, women intentionally bring their men around other women to see if the other woman can steal her man for the sake of competition. That is something that once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it. Let's get back to the story. I was the one who pushed myself on him one night. I felt so lonely and lustful all by myself, so I told him to stop by and visit me, and he came by and brought pizza for the children and me. He said that his wife was on the night shift, so I convinced him to stay for a while. The devil got into me and we started to kiss. He went to his car for a condom, and by the time he got back in the house, I was ready for him. The children had gone to bed, but while we were having sex, the condom broke. He gave me money to buy the morning after pill, but I didn't because I didn't think anything would happen. But I got pregnant. He asked me if I would do an early termination, and I thought about it for 2 weeks, but decided it would be murder. Oh God, the devil must hate you people for always blaming him when you mess up and do stupid-ish. If I were the devil, I would want you guys to burn in the bottomless pit too. This woman literally planned the entire thing, and when it didn't go as planned, she had the nerve to blame Satan instead of owning up to her decision. He even took time away to go for a rubber, and she could have used that time to think and stop herself, but she didn't want to stop. She wanted to get stretched out and filled up by this man. That's just the truth, guys. There's no mistake that happens when a woman has bedroom fun with another man. She wanted it to happen. Remember who gives consent for the act of sex to not be grape? Whenever she cheated, she wanted to cheat and get dug out by another man. Always remember that and never give women a pass for bad behavior. If you are in a relationship or marriage and your woman cheats, then 100% cut her out of your life and give her no second chances. Always have ice water pumping through your veins, gents. You can't afford to soften your heart and allow disrespect. When a woman cheats, she is telling you that she doesn't like you, respect you, or wants to be with you. Always remember these words. Let's continue. I called my husband and told him that I was unfaithful to him and that I was carrying a child. He said I should have gone with the man who knocked me up and told me we were done. I begged him not to tell anybody, but he told my mother and my siblings. They all cried shame on me. My husband still supports me, and he talks to his children every week. I know that I was wrong. I encouraged my baby father to tell his girlfriend about the child. He told her, and she called me and told me I could take over from her because she was prepared to go with other men. This man stopped coming to see me and has been trying to make up with his woman. I know I have lost my husband. He hasn't said so with conviction, but I can feel it. He used to call me at night and tell me nice things. We used to make love on the phone, but he doesn't do that anymore. My husband should be back by March. I don't know how I'm going to face him. My lover says that if my husband dumps me as I expect him to do, he will marry me. As I write you this letter, I am trembling. This is not what I planned for my life. Please give me your advice. Alright, gents, at least she owned up to her mistake and admitted she was wrong. But this is the thanks her husband gets for grinding and trying to take care of his family. This is how she repays him. This is why I tell you guys to stop getting married, because you cannot trust your wife to stay loyal and just focus on you and the kids. Any man that is married may have to leave their wife for a better opportunity, and this is what can happen to any one of you guys while you are grinding and sacrificing yourself. She repays your sacrifice by having a kid for another man. That is how she shows her appreciation for you. This happens more often than you think, so I caution you guys to reconsider if you're thinking of tying the knot. And I'm happy to hear her family did not side with her and actually held her accountable. Most families would have given her a pass and tried to convince the husband to stay with the cheating wife. Sometimes as the man, your own family will throw you under the bus and try to convince you to stay with a cheating wife or girlfriend, and go as far as to raise another man's kids. Look, if any of you ever end up in a similar situation and your family sides with the woman who betrays you, cut them all off. No questions asked. Make sure you cut them off. That shows you that they don't care about you or have your best interest of heart. And if you think that your family would never do that, you are in for a rude awakening. I've seen this happen in my own life, so have no sympathy and cut all contact with your family if they ever do something like that. Regarding the rest of what she said, that the man was trying to work things out with his girlfriend, and he would marry this woman if her husband dumped her. In my opinion, they are both dumbasses who deserve each other, so I hope her husband divorces her and focus on his kids from now on. I wouldn't even talk to her or give her any money that wasn't strictly for the kids, but not everyone has ice water pumping through their heart, so I understand. And guys, if you take a woman from another man or she cheats on or leaves another man to be with you, expect her to do the same thing she did with her ex back to you. Most times, this is what is likely to happen when you take a woman from another man. So remember that the next time you're thinking of taking another man's girl. The best thing this woman can do is make the divorce as smooth as humanly possible and keep an amicable relationship with her husband. But knowing how wicked and vindictive women can be, I wouldn't hold my breath. This is why if you are a man who wants to date women, then the free agent lifestyle is the best option. No cohabitation, no long-term relationship, and no marriage will give you the best outcome. I repeat, do not get married, save yourself from suffocation and misery. Our brothers who have completely walked away from relationships are winning right now. They don't have to deal with the BS and chaos from women, so don't make things harder on yourself by getting married. If you enjoyed the story, tap that thumbs up button and subscribe for more stories exposing modern women. Share the video with a friend or someone who needs to hear this message so we can save at least one more man from the plantation. The links to our PayPal and Cash App are in the description box below to support the channel. And comment if your wife has ever cheated on you. I want to know if this is more common than it appears to be. And remember, gents, marriage is not worth it, so go and live the free agent lifestyle.